Hello, hello, hello. Thanks for joining us here today on the CryptoWave podcast, where we keep you up to date on the latest news, trends, and people that are making waves in crypto. I'm Jennifer, and today joining me here are my sidekicks, Jesse and Joey.
Hi, everybody.
I like that sidekick.
Right? That's nice.
It's better than a side punch.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing this week?
We're good. We're alive. We made it through the nice long weekend.
Yep. July 4th was just recently. And I got all my limbs. See that?
That's nice.
I came back with all my fingers attached, so it was a success.
You have all of your phalanges, so
Yes, I do.
nothing lost.
All 11 of them.
11? Is that bragging?
No. That's far from it.
All right, I'm just going to go into a quick disclaimer.
Yes, please.
So everything that we discuss here is not financial advice. It's purely for education and entertainment purposes only. So to kick things off today, we're going to start with 5 tips to be a successful crypto investor.
Oh, that's a good
like
one.
that.
That's a good one to
Yeah.
open with. I like that. We all need a tip.
So investing in crypto can be, confusing and hard and frightening for a lot of people. So it's good to have a nice baseline of, things to do and not to do. So for tip number 1, you want to keep your private key and recovery phrase a secret.
Interesting.
So don't tell anyone.
No, I won't. That's a good one.
So Joey, what is your recovery phrase? Just in case you lose it, we want to be able to help you.
Us and all the audience.
I don't know.
I
I don't know that. I don't even remember if I had one.
So it's good to have a backup plan
Right.
in place.
Okay, I guess I
also.
need to come up with one.
Well,
Like-
I mean, you have to have a wallet that you have a 24-word recovery
I thought it was
phrase.
12-word.
They're different, I guess.
I
Some
don't
of them are
have- I
12.
don't have that.
Mine is 24. So
Oh.
I'm working on memorizing mine.
Oh.
So far, I've got like the first 4 words down. And I practiced just saying them over and over again a few times. But
Well, not out loud in a supermarket.
no, just to myself as I'm
People are gonna
vacuuming.
I don't have a crypto wallet. Maybe that's what it is. I never
Yeah.
set that up. So
We have to
we'll
get-
have to set that up for me. So
Definitely.
that I would have to come up with a pretty good one. Like, oh crap,
No, it's not. You don't choose it.
It's chosen for you.
It's chosen for you.
oh, it's chosen for you. So
Yes.
when I made the buy, right, when I bought a couple of them, it gives me, I guess a reference number. I always thought that was
Right.
my key for that.
Yes, that is your.
That's your it's like a receipt.
private key.
Oh, that's a private key, but
Right.
not a recovery key.
Yes.
Right.
So we need to get you an offline wallet that you can move your funds off of line, so that way they're safe. They're in your own custody, so then you own them.
Oh, that's a cool one. Oh, we can't wait to do that one.
And I think I have an option. Look in the description below for a kind of fun thing that's coming out. It's not exactly out yet, but it's going to be exciting when it does. So the
Okay,
pre-launch phase is still going on.
Oh, we'll look forward to that then.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
exciting launch.
Tip number 2.
All right, so you don't want to lose your backup keys. That's tip number 2. So
Okay, that's a good one.
Get
1 and 2.
Get a recovery key, and then don't forget it.
Don't forget it.
don't lose it. So there's
don't
there's no I forgot my password button that you can click and
Nope.
contact anyone. So if you lose your key, then you're out of luck.
Oh, because the bank just sent me a text and says, "What was your favorite movie?" as a recovery. So
Well, that's a security question. This is far from
Far
the
from
same
that.
thing, right? This is something to get logged back into your wallet so that you could access your funds. It's been $1 million mistake. Some
Oh, yeah.
people have lost their cold wallet, that hard piece that you could carry with you, and they trusted that only. They didn't have redundancy, and it got lost with luggage or whatever else, and their money went with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So as long as you have your recovery
Right.
phrase, you can still recover. So it's a good
Right.
practice to, write it down on paper, maybe put it in a safety deposit box, or I have mine written down on a fixed object in my home.
Right.
oh,
Yes. So my husband and my kids know where it is.
Paste it to the bottom of your underwear drawer or something.
Okay.
Tip 3.
Tip 3. Quickly.
All right, number
Quickly.
3. So you always want to check your public address before executing a trade. So when you are sending funds either to a peer-to-peer transaction to somebody, or if you're sending them to another wallet, or if you're sending them to MetaMask to convert your Ethereum into Shibu,
Gotcha.
you want to check. I always check the first 4 letters or keys in the beginning and at the end to make sure that there's nothing that has been changed or nothing that's been deleted. Because if you send a transaction and you accidentally delete the last 2 characters, then it could send to
somebody else.
It's amazing.
Yes, or just gone.
There's so much to this. It really is. So many steps.
Well, a lot of it's common sense.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if you're building a wallet and it's like they prompt you, like, write these down in the order because it's specific in the order. Some of them are 12 words, some are 24 words, and a lot of times they'll want it in the consecutive order that they give you. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So take the direction because they're going to show you exactly what to do, but just follow the directions.
Okay. So I have my. We've been talking on a few of the episodes. Right. I have the Robinhood, and I have Coinbase, and I have Binance. But those aren't my wallets. Those are just my
exchanges.
My exchanges. So now I have all these. Well, I have a little portfolio now. So now I have to put my portfolio into a wallet.
Correct.
You get that, everybody? So I have.
Well, that's a great point that you made there. So when you're using Robinhood, you don't actually hold your keys. So Robinhood holds the keys. So not your keys, not your crypto. You can't actually pull that off the Robinhood exchange and send it to your own wallet. Point. So the whole movement here is be your own bank.
Right. I'm going to move it out of... I only bought Doge out of Robinhood because that was the first kern that I purchased. I had no clue, and I was just doing it for the fun of it and, for the kicks of the show,
like a lot of people did.
Yeah, I just did it. Kern.
The kern.
A kern. A coin.
No, I like it.
A kern. That's a honeymooners reference for any honeymooners out there. But anyway, so that's a very good point, though. So because Robinhood owns the key.
Yes.
So if I move out of, I don't have that much in Robinhood anyway, so I can move my Doge or just buy more Doge somewhere else because it's so cheap if I really want to.
The same thing goes for using Venmo or Cash App or PayPal also. So they actually hold the custody to it. You don't actually get the custody.
I think you're better off having it in your own domain, where you have control of it. At least if something goes wrong with those other, that was one of the questions off air. We always have this little conversation, and it's always, well, who do you trust? And maybe that's something we could talk about later on, as another segment down the road. But who do you trust with all this? So by putting that in your own hand, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Okay.
All right. So number 4, don't believe the hype. So just because something's trending on Twitter or Reddit, it's not necessarily a good investment. So there are a lot of people who will pump their bags. They'll buy, hundreds and millions and billions of a coin, and then they spread it throughout the media. And once you buy it, then they sell, and you're left holding the bag.
And not everybody with laser eyes is a verifiable account. We learned that from Tom Brady. I think on a previous segment or off-air conversation, he was championing this thing, had the laser eyes, and then it fell flat or something. And so, again, not everybody who's in the crypto space is a guru. In fact, it's changing so fast. There's really very few gurus. We all speculate. We all try to hypothesize what's going on. What does this mean? What's it going to mean? Where things are going? But even, again, and that's why we fully disclose at the beginning of the show, we don't know what the heck we're talking about.
That's for sure.
All we can do is
we're
speculate.
all speculating right along with the rest of you.
Exactly. I mean, I'm on Instagram a lot and on TikTok. You see these people popping in, and
must be true.
Must be true because I saw it on the internet, especially the TikTok stuff. I don't know who these people are, but we have our own consultant right next to us, so that's who I will trust.
Exactly, because we all know Wall Street with Reddit and the Wall Street Bets gang and everything
absolutely.
else. We all know that there's manipulators in the market. And even like the stocks were supposed to be sacred. Oh, it's Wall Street. Oh, it's regulated. Oh, you have SEC control. No, man. People can still pump and dump all the time.
Yeah. And we're seeing that. We're seeing that with these Bitcoin.
And then
with
there's shorts.
Coins.
There's squeezes. There's a short squeeze. There's a gamma squeeze. There's all kinds of different squeezes I'm learning. So, butt squeeze. I don't know. But there's a lot of them.
There's ups and downs and squats.
Yes.
I could do 10 minutes on all of this now. I think we got to get back to point number 5.
All right. So tip number 5, never invest more than you can afford to lose. All right.
Good point.
You don't want to go to the bank and take out a second mortgage or a HELOC on your home and buy crypto. Although it's very tempting sometimes.
Well, it's very funny. We were just talking about memes and Instagram and all this stuff that you see. And the guy said, well, if Bitcoin's supposed to go to $1 million and it's at 33, you said, oh, I should have bought at 33. Now it's $1 million. So that guy goes out and goes, well, that's a good point. Maybe I'll take a home equity for 40 grand on my house and put it in Bitcoin so it goes to $1 million.
If you can afford it.
If you can afford it, but it's still a gamble.
And as long as you're not maxing out that equity in your home.
But that's what somebody would do. They go, oh, you know what? That makes a lot of sense. Because you look at it a few years ago, right? It was what? $4?
If you look at the trend in the last 10 years from $1 to $2 to $200, it would make sense. Like it's been on this climbing trajectory.
But we don't know how.
It's the fastest growing asset in history.
Yeah. Yeah. But they've been testing. Oh, that was me getting in front of the camera. It's on autofocus. So it's very dangerous. But I like that. That's a good 5. If you have any questions, we'd love to hear your comments below. And while we're mentioning it, if you're watching this on YouTube, thanks so much. Click that subscribe and click that bell so you get notified every time we have a new episode. Now then, getting into some of the news. I think we have some very kind of exciting, challenging news.
I wanted to jump in on some of that because we could segue.
The 5 tips?
Yeah, because we could segue into one of them. If you want to talk about one of the talks today is Jennifer's going to talk about George Soros.
Yes.
You want to talk about, we were talking about stocks and manipulation and
exactly.
That's
so
a perfect segue into going to.
Speaking of manipulation,
no kidding.
the George Soros fund, investment fund of the man who is known as breaking the Bank of England has reportedly started trading Bitcoin. So he's given the green light to trade Bitcoin with his $1 billion hedge fund.
That's
so his chief investment officer, Dawn Fitzpatrick, gave the green light to start actively trading. And she did an interview back in March where she said, and I quote, really important. This is a really important moment in time for crypto and Bitcoin that could have stayed a fringe asset, except for the fact that the money supply has surged by over 25% in the last 12 months. So basically all of the money printing that is going on, they're using it.
Well, they're trying to hedge.
Yeah.
Because as the dollar goes like this and crypto goes like this, where do you want to see your money? Continue to do this or continue to do this?
He scares the hell out of me, that man.
Exactly. So as George Soros in 1992, he broke the Bank of England and manipulated the British pound.
Yes.
And basically collapsed the currency.
Pound,
yeah.
The pound.
Folks, if you don't know who George Soros is, Google him. Just Google him. That's all I'm going to say. Because
I don't knowing his history and his background and how he made billions by crashing currency and buying it all up and then having the economy recover and then shorting it. I mean, the guy makes his money off of people's pain, and he admits that.
Yeah,
like there is like footage of him going, "Yeah, this is. I think it's my business model." That's not how good businessmen.
So after he crashed the British pound in 1992, then he went on to crash the Thailand currency and then also the Japanese yen. So that's his
MO. His
claim to fame.
His claim to fame and
infamy.
So him getting into Bitcoin, like, what does this mean? Is this a good thing for crypto? Is this a bad thing for crypto?
It's something to watch.
I'm not excited.
I'm not excited over it because, again, you talk about someone who we were just talking about, the internet and people, manipulating the
And if he's announcing it now, it's like, okay, if he's announcing it, what's his plan? He's obviously already executed something. He's not going to announce what he's doing ahead of doing it. So is it a distraction?
I'm always afraid when someone with those kinds of means and what they could do to any market. We already saw Elon have a field day by crashing, Bitcoin by 20-30% just with a text.
One tweet.
Yeah. So it's kind of dangerous what somebody can do having that knowledge.
Yeah.
And they're in the business of hedging.
Oh, yeah.
Which means they're trying to leverage a commodity to help.
And which ones is he hedging? And which ones is he going to manipulate? I just don't like what he's done to this country.
And with the market cap of crypto being so small, I mean, it's under $2 trillion. It's like $1.4 trillion.
I mean, someone with his means
so easily manipulated. He can
get
move
25-30% of it, and
just capture it.
And yeah, I mean, and then of course, pump and dump through all of his means. I mean, there's just,
is he trying to break us?
He's following a trend. We just, on a previous episode, we just explained that Warren Buffett, and Berkshire Hathaway are getting into it. Countries are getting into it. So he's obviously seeing that there's power, and I just don't like people who abuse power to use their power.
And that's what he's been known to do. I mean, he abused his power. I mean, didn't he do something with Greece too? Didn't he?
Vietnam. I mean, name them. He's crashed countries' currencies to just manipulate it and again pay pennies on the dollar, and then as it comes up, he's like not he just becomes a billionaire.
He's a globalist.
Yeah.
And he donates, I guess you could call it, a lot of money, billions of dollars, to help fund these
political campaigns. He's put people in office
geopolitical
who don't
corruption.
have the best interests for us regular guys.
Yeah.
So it's a name that I prefer not to meddle my business with.
But he has been a very successful, finance
manipulator.
manager.
Crook.
Let's be honest. Been successful at manipulating. Yeah.
Well, whatever you want to call it,
right.
He's been successful at doing it. So you might not want to bet against him. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wow.
And that's a fair counter argument.
I think we'll fight over this after the break.
And since you
Something
mentioned
to
it,
watch closely.
Yeah. So when we're gonna go out to the break, what are we gonna do when we come back, guys?
So when we come back from the break, we're gonna discuss some exciting UFC news, and then we'll go into Joey's coin of the week.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited about the coin of the week, and after the commercial, we'll talk about it a little bit more. Tease, as we say in the biz.
Yeah,
we're gonna tease you with Joey's kern.
That's right.
His kern.
Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Saving lives every day. Our police officers deserve our acknowledgement, thanks, and support. I Need Blue is a community of voices sharing stories about law enforcement, their bravery, unselfish desire to serve, and their devotion to protect. Visit ineedblue.net and click subscribe. Tune in to I Need Blue, where it is safe to say, I need you. Subscribe at ineedblue.net today and find I Need Blue on Spotify or your favorite podcast platform.
Welcome back, everybody, to our second segment, and this one's going to be kind of exciting. We got a little bit of news for UFC fans. Jennifer's going to tell us a little bit about a news on the entertainment side of crypto. I think that's going to be, as you can see, I mean, we've just talked about the economy, the world economy. Right. Now we're bringing it into entertainment. So it's hitting all aspects of our
touching our lives.
Yeah,
in
that's
all ways.
it. That's perfect. Our lives, lifestyle, so to speak.
Right.
So Crypto.com extends a sponsorship drive with its UFC partnership. So Crypto.com has partnered with the Ultimate Fighting Championship. So Crypto.com is a Hong Kong based crypto exchange, and they are sponsoring their official fight kit. So basically all of the, not costumes, all of the uniforms that they'll be wearing on and off the octagon, they call it. Is that the
Right,
ring?
octagon,
right.
the octagon.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
So on and off the octagon, we'll have the Crypto.com logo, and it will appear, on stage. So the partnership, barely a week after Crypto.com said that it was going to sponsor Formula One as well. So Crypto.com is spreading its sponsorships along several different sporting events, and it's a 10-year deal worth $175 million. So,
Did they pay cash for that, or are they using coin?
probably crypto.
I would say, but we didn't say tokens. 100 million in Bitcoin would have been probably more
Right.
reflective of their commitment to the crypto space.
That's what I'm wondering.
For someone who has the domain crypto.com.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
that's pretty amazing.
I'm a user of the Crypto.com exchange, and they have their own native token, and their native token is the CRO token, CRO. And I don't know how much it is today, but they have a credit card actually where they give rewards back in CRO. So I hold some CRO. There is a great platform.
So you could eat crow with it.
Yeah, don't eat crow. Hold the crow. Don't eat the crow.
What are we showing here?
Well,
What do we got?
if I can find
One of
it.
those fancy wallets, huh?
I was gonna find my.
What do you call those
She has
wallets?
an Amex.
Yeah.
I was gonna find my Crypto.com card. Here it is.
Oh.
So here is my Crypto.com card. Feel that?
No, I got it. It's mine now.
That's nice though. Feel it, right?
Wow,
That's
look at that.
thick.
It's like aluminum.
Yeah.
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 It's like a black card. Real fancy.
It is
Wow.
fancy. Look at that.
It's thick.
Yes.
That's,
Yes, it's thick.
Look at that. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice color, too.
Good profile. It's
Yeah.
got a little.
So there's
Nice.
several different colors. So this is the ruby card, which
Ruby card.
means
Ruby.
I'm not as fancy as the
Holy crap.
The diamond or onyx card or
yeah.
This is a weapon.
Yeah. It's like a throwing star.
Yeah.
It is very destructive. I use it at lots of stores and earn crypto rewards. I get 3% back in all of
Nice.
my purchases.
Really?
3%. That's amazing.
3%.
And it's paid
Annual
out.
fee or anything?
No.
Minimum balance?
No.
APR.
I don't.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Wow.
I'm shopping credit cards all the time, so
Yeah.
I know what to ask.
3% and some points.
No,
Get some
I
help?
did have to. I did have to purchase Crow
Mm-hmm.
ahead of time, though. I have to hold.
So you have to qualify,
much.
right? Okay.
I got you.
Yeah, but it wasn't a lot. It was like
Okay.
not a lot.
Well, that's
Yeah.
kind of
So
fun.
and it's an appreciating asset itself, anyways. So it's a win-win.
So the UFC is going to be sponsoring. Crypto is going to be Crypto.com
.com.
is going to be sponsoring the UFC in Hong Kong.
No,
Or
the
just
Crypto.com is a Hong Kong exchange.
Hong Kong exchange.
Right.
But their
based out
name-
of Hong Kong.
Okay.
Their name is getting out everywhere. So they're sponsoring the UFC.
I was trying to go for a Hong Kong Fooey joke there, but I got lost. So never mind.
Sorry.
You don't remember
we
Hong
didn't-
Kong Fooey, do you?
I know chop suey.
No,
No?
not chop suey.
Okay.
That's number 11 at the
Oh, okay.
takeout. But no, Hong Kong Fooey was Saturday morning cartoon.
Oh, maybe. I'd have to see
Used
it.
to be on ABC. You weren't born yet, I don't
Oh,
think.
All right. So
Before my time.
Before your time.
so Crypto.com has also sponsored the National Hockey League
Oh, wow.
and Montreal's Canadian. No, that's the Hockey League. Montreal's
Right.
Canadian Hockey League, and then Italian soccer Coppa Italia final
Oh,
this
Which
week.
is in the
Copa region. of
Yeah.
Italy.
our people, Jesse. Our people.
Those are your,
Copacabana.
those are your people.
Those are our people.
Yeah.
Our heritage.
So I'd love to hear more about Crypto.com. I have a Cash App card, a Venmo card, and a lot of these. I mean, not to say that like Venmo is like an exchange, but now they have offered for you to purchase crypto on there. I think that, but them and PayPal, I think they're synonymous. Same kind of brand. And I think they're only supporting like maybe one or two coins, so it's not like a true exchange where you could like find lots of different.
Right.
What it does,
tokens.
though, is it opens the exposure. It opens the eyes to
Well, it's in some very
hundreds of thousands of
millions,
people.
hundreds of millions. PayPal has like a ton of people who use it. So you have all these users, And if they're already getting paid for dog walking or, paying their friends back for, a meal out or whatever else, I mean, Venmo, I feel like, is a social media for people getting paid. And the emojis I've seen attached with some of these things, I'm like, I could guess that, but that's disturbing. That's just, like, why would you make that public? But it's funny. I could, you could just watch like everybody's purchasing habits. And even though they don't disclose like the amount, but imagine getting paid back, like for like say a night out, with drinks,
right?
Or maybe your roommate pays you for like a utility, and then you'd be like, okay, well now I have $100 that my roommate gave to me for the water bill. What if I put it in towards my Bitcoin wallet because I don't need the cash, maybe, and then so it's an easy like get paid and then store it on the same platform, which I think is pretty fun to do, because that $100 may turn to $130 by the time you need it, if the value keeps
Can't
on
get
increasing.
that kind of interest at a bank.
No.
Banks are worthless.
So
banks are worthless. Banks are worthless.
Compounding interest.
Yeah.
So just building that wealth. That's
exactly.
That's how the wealthy do it.
Because listen, checks, they're out. I mean, checkbooks. I mean,
I still write checks.
Yeah.
And everybody hates him. And behind him in the grocery line.
And me too.
No, not at the grocery line. Writing a check and then have the lady in front of you writing a check and giving coupons. Get out of the line. Just get out of the line.
Well, get out of the express lane anyway.
Yes.
But banks, I mean, it's really an archaic form. Like it's structured with fiat, and the only way they earn your business is by offering a free checking. But nobody. Right. I mean, if you're putting your cash into a bank earning like 0.001, like interest, that's not real interest, because they're taking your money and they're buying all kinds of different things. I just saw a comparable earlier today. That bank that takes your 10,000 and you're earning 0.002 on it. Well, they've already taken that. Let somebody else borrow it as a business loan for 10 to 20%. Let your neighbor borrow it for that home equity line of credit for another, 5.5 points. So they're taking your money and they're earning on it.
This is what's called the fractional reserve banking system.
Yes.
Whoa.
So in the past,
be your own bank. That's a point.
Right.
The fractional reserve banking system is set up in which if you put $100, then they only have to keep $10 of your money, and they are able to loan out $90. Mm-hmm. Now, I think it may have been a year ago they changed this. They changed the fractional reserve banking system, and they no longer have to keep any of your money.
No.
So they're taking your hard-earned dollars that you're saving, earning no interest on. And for the banks, it's a liability. So they need to loan it out. The cash on their balance sheet is a liability. So they're loaning it out, leveraging it, doing high-risk trades. But
buying life insurance policies, like they're making money on that.
And what happens if it fails? Like there's no, I mean, I guess they have the Fed to bail them out. But
we've been through this already.
Yeah. So anyway, that's just me. We all use them because I think it's just a habit. But with the wallets, with the exchanges that we're able to hold things in, the wallets that we're able to store things in and keep, things contained.
I can't wait to go get the wallet now. We're going to have to, we might be staying late after school today. What else we got?
All right. So to finish up, we'll be talking about San Marino. So the Republic of San Marino has approved VeChain's NFT-based vaccination passport. So, which is reportedly verifiable worldwide. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. How do you feel about this? So vaccination passport. So first of all, does anybody know where the Republic of San Marino is?
Well, those are two words I don't even like to see together in the same sentence.
Vaccine and a passport.
No.
I mean, passport.
You know what?
Is one thing.
Separately.
That's
Vaccine
a good
separately.
thing. Yeah.
I just went and got a photo taken for my passport because I'm going to the Bahamas.
Okay.
Oh.
And they gave me the two photos. Mm-hmm. And it was in a passport that says vaccine.
Really?
It says, vaccination.
Oh, you need to bring that in as a prop.
We need to show that.
I have it in my car.
Oh.
Right now. Yeah.
Commercial break. When we
go back on commercial, maybe we talk. So this little town, I mean, it's like population 33,000. It's an autonomous place in Italy, surrounded by mountains, but it's within the contents of Italy, and it's like one of those things. It's like, get your alarm going on. Yeah. It's like one of those things that I mean, it's such a small population. Maybe it works for them and their 33,000 residents, but I don't see this happening on a global scale. I mean, at least not hopefully on my lifetime, where you have to where it's on your passport and you have to travel. Maybe to get into little San Marino, 60 kilometers squared, whatever it is. I mean, it's like equivalent of a town here in Florida. It's
that town is so small.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want takeout, you just stand on the border and have somebody just deliver it over the line.
I guess so.
Because I'm not going to go in. I think it's anybody. That's a whole separate subject. I don't think anybody needs to know my business.
Yeah. So Republic of San Marino, I think is it's insignificant enough. It's not a big trading zone. It's not.
It's a
somewhere,
sovereign area.
It's got its own sovereignty. But so does. I mean, there's lots of others.
So they've collaborated with the DNV to help enforce this. So I'm not sure if it's something that is being mandated.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
So it's going to include information such as past COVID infections and negative test results. And then also, I believe it starts from as soon as your vaccine, once you complete the series, then it's good for 9 months. So what does that tell you then?
How soon do we
9
have that
months
here?
every
That's
year
next.
they're going to be mandating
That's ridiculous.
vaccine?
Well,
is that even called a vaccine then?
No,
no, it would be a boost.
33,000 people is equivalent to 0.0001 of our population.
Satoshis?
No, because we are at 330 million people here in America.
Right.
And you're talking about 33,000. It's like, again, it's the size of a small town.
Yeah.
USA, like pick one. The population 33,000. I'm not worried about a little sovereign thing being a little guinea pig. I guess we need at least one sovereign country that could be easily annexed into the rest of Italy if they all revolt or whatever, or they all move out. Then it becomes what? It becomes a nothing. It becomes a shell of our country, or republic or whatever. This little thing. So. I'm not excited about it because there's no reason to be excited about it. It's so insignificant. But
it's happening. That's all we have to say. It's happening.
I think they're just being used as that guinea pig. See how well it's
and it's small
taken.
enough. It's a
see how
perfect test. It's a perfect test. The 33,000.
See if they can get people to conform. And
all they need to say is, 33,000 people are now, or they could say like 30,000 out of 33,000 complied. The others are now medical or political refugees, and they're just going to go see their cousin in Florence, Italy, which is not
down the street,
not too many kilometers away. So they'll seek refuge, and the 30,000 that remain, and then they'll say, "Look at this success! 90% stayed."
Right.
Like everybody should try it now. Like, no, it's not working. It's not going to work.
This is going to be recorded on the VeChain blockchain.
Wow.
So that's going to bring Joey. Is going to bring us into our coin of the week. We'll talk about VeChain.
I think so. I think we'll go to a break.
Okay.
Is Jennifer going to run to the car after this break?
I'm going to go.
Can you go fast?
All right.
Sure.
Well, we'll see you in a few. We'll talk about my coin of the week. How exciting.
Can't wait.
We got some surprises.
You're listening to Space Coast Podcast, home of the greatest podcasts on the Space Coast. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor or having your own show, email us at spacecoastpodcast@hotmail.com. Space Coast Podcast. Talk hard!
Hey, welcome back, and we're going to introduce Joey's coin of the week.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Here we go with this coin of this week.
Well, first.
Yeah.
What do you got there?
That's our passport.
I'm out of breath because I just ran to my car. Woo! But here's my vaccine passport.
Find smiles inside.
So this is just a little...
it's a little holder that they give you.
Yeah.
Travel vaccines.
See my travel vaccine? So they're just like...
Customized by country. Hold on.
So they're just like programming everybody, getting everybody used to seeing these...
No reservations needed. Customized by country. Travel vaccines.
Yeah.
Our pharmacists will recommend vaccines. I wonder why.
Yeah, go figure.
They're owned by Big Pharma. Prescriptions and over-the-counter medications based on your travel itinerary and health history. Vaccine. Okay, and starred. Vaccines subject to availability, state, age, and health-related restrictions may apply. Our pharmacists will recommend vaccines, prescriptions, and over-the-counter. But look at this, folks. And those pictures came out really nice, JB.
Oh, thank you. I was like really upset actually about my pictures because
travel vaccines.
They made me put my hair back and uncover my ears.
Yeah, they want to make it look like a passport. Anyway.
Yeah, so they're just getting people used to seeing this.
Yeah.
Right? And then that way when it actually does happen, it won't be such a big surprise.
Well, it's like anything else. It's indoctrination.
Yeah.
Indoctrination.
Unbelievable. Where are we heading? What happened to HIPAA?
Yeah, well,
it's nobody's business.
Yeah.
Nobody's business. Come knock on my door. That's another segment. They want to come knocking on our door. Yeah, go ahead.
So during the break, you got excited about the VeChain.
Yeah, about this VeChain.
So you want to buy some?
I'm going to buy some. Jennifer got us all juiced up earlier. Pre-show, a little pre-show meeting today.
Well, let's talk about what VeChain is.
Why don't you tell us?
So VeChain is a blockchain where they track supply chain management and business processes. So VeChain has partnered with lots of large companies, Walmart, Amazon.
All of our favorites.
Nice.
BMW, actually.
Oh, nice.
So
the Germans, of course.
Of course.
So they're working with BMW on this, I don't want to say replacing the VIN number, but they have an app that they've created where you can basically track all maintenance history and everything. It'll be able to track everything that's been done with the vehicle through the VIN number.
That's pretty interesting.
So the VeChain blockchain is working, everything from produce to vaccines, I guess. So when you go to a grocery store, something says it's organic. It's like, how do you know it's organic? You have to trust that it's organic. So through VeChain's blockchain, they are showing trust, so you can assume that you can trust.
And you already hold VeChain, so you're a believer in it.
I hold VeChain. I do.
Okay.
Yes.
She holds VeChain, and when I look at these coins or exchanges, when I look at these tokens, or I look at what's their usefulness. Where is it? Like this has a use.
This has a use case. Yes.
Because people say, well, what are you buying? What does it do? Well, this one has.
Isn't there a name like a utility token? Or something to that equivalent?
Yes, yeah,
right.
It's
right. It has a use. It has
utility.
It has a utility. Right. There's.
It does things. It has a function.
It's got a base. There's a platform for it. Right. Somebody's using it as opposed to like
meme coins.
But
not only just somebody's using it, they have some major partnerships. I believe that VeChain is very undervalued.
Well,
so
good.
It's about today. It's about 8 cents. So I think there's huge room for growth.
So how many you want to buy?
We'll buy 1,000.
We're gonna do this in real time, folks.
We're gonna buy 1,000.
Let's buy some VeChain.
We're gonna buy some VeChain.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
All right. It says 1,000 for $84.68 right now.
This is through through Binance. We're buying this.
Binance.us.
Binance.us.
And you can, if you're interested in getting an account through Binance, you can check out the link in the description below. We'll set up a link there that you can.
All right, you ready to pull the trigger?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's buy it.
Here we go. 3, 2. This is the first time I think anybody's done this.
I don't know.
Maybe live on a podcast. I don't know. We may be the first. At least maybe.
Up insufficient funds, Joey.
I just checked.
Hold on. I want to build up the drama.
Yeah, I know.
At least maybe vet. This may be the first time someone has done vet in real time.
Maybe, yeah.
So VET, if you're looking, you want to sponsor us,
we're here.
Give us some free vet.
Especially if you got this BMW deal. Let's crank this up so I can buy one.
No kidding. All right, in 3, 2.
Here we go.
Confirm. I have and confirm and
look at that.
Did we do it?
We're confirming the purchase.
Yes.
Confirming the purchase. Modify balance fail.
Oh, what is that?
It's because the price wasn't refreshed.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, I think so. So
okay, one more time.
Price will refresh in 54 seconds.
Come on.
There we go.
Hey, we did it.
I knew there were funds in there. I knew there was funds.
All right. So in real time, you guys saw it later live.
Nice.
CryptoWave podcast.
All right. So now I got that receipt. Now that receipt, I have a receipt number.
Okay.
But now when I do this, we got to buy a wallet, right? When we get a wallet, I take this and I throw it in the wallet, as we say in the old neighborhood. We throw it in the wallet.
Throw it.
We're going to throw it in the wallet.
You got it.
Yeah, so there's a few different wallets, so we'll have to decide which one that you want to get. There's the Trezor wallet, there's the Ledger Nano X, the Ledger Nano S. There's this cool fancy Bitcoin-shaped hardware wallet that looks like a Bitcoin. It's made out of real fake gold.
Yeah.
Fake gold.
Bronze and copper, So it's just going to be anyway. We'll drop a link in the bottom if you're interested about getting on the ground floor, because this is going to be exciting.
Yeah.
It's like it's a one thing that people miss, because everything's virtual on their app, but people like the tangible. I mean, we've been holding coins and tender for so long that it's people kind of get used to
right.
Like, what do I store? The 12-word passcode, the 24-word passcode. I misspell a word. Now I can't get it in my wallet. So a cold wallet will help you do have redundancy at least. So and it makes a great gift. You can preload it. Give it to someone for their birthday and or anniversary.
That's a different kind of gift.
Yeah.
Okay, so one thing about these wallets, you mentioned the preloading.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's a great idea, because then if something ever did happen, and it's like your fault, you mess with it first before. So probably not recommended to do that.
Well, maybe
it's also
maybe a kid. Maybe your family.
A family member.
Yeah.
Also, an experience I had. I actually purchased a Ledger Nano through Amazon, which apparently you're not supposed to do.
Oh,
why?
Well, so I did it, and it says that they're like a verified, like shipped direct from the company. But I don't know. I just felt weird about it. You're not really supposed to do that. You're supposed to buy it.
Who said you're not supposed to do that?
The company, the Ledger company, they say that you should buy it direct, because what people do is they can, preload these wallets, and they'll have the password already set up on there. They'll already know the password, and then they'll reseal it, like reseal the plastic over it with like a flat iron or whatever, the plastic to look all nice. And then once you load your funds, then they have their password that they can go in and steal everything. So there is a lot of hacking that goes on along with these wallets. So for example, with the Ledger right now, their database has been hacked. So I even personally get emails. And I don't know if they're real emails or if they're fake emails, but they basically are saying like, hey, we did an update, we're gonna send you a new device, and that way you can change all of your funds onto this new device, and then they can steal your stuff that way.
It's a wild west, folks.
It's crazy. It's just crazy.
Yep. Anytime there's opportunity, there's opportunists, right? And it's like it's but anyway, don't buy your ledgers or your cold wallets
on
from
Amazon.
unless it's from a verified seller, or just go to the manufacturer themselves and not through a third party, because Amazon doesn't sell everything. There's a lot of people who have Amazon businesses. I, for one, had started one. I wasn't that successful. I got involved too much in other things. But yeah, we had a store and people could buy from us. I mean, there's so many third parties on there. And not for nothing, Amazon tries to keep track, but again, it's on the internet. It's e-commerce.
Yeah.
People could have multiple stores and manipulate one or two, at any time, even though if they build up trust, they may have a good rating, but as soon as somebody wants to be malicious with it, they can start, just not delivering product and just, collect sales and then turn off the store. I mean, there's all kinds of different things that you have to speculate, and protect yourself against.
I ended up buying a new one directly from the manufacturer, only because not that anything was wrong with it, but I just kept thinking, oh gosh, this is $100 and I have like all of my wealth stored on here. Yeah. So.
Wow, that's
yes,
kind of dangerous.
All right, I have to put my little portfolio on.
And again, sometimes just like people have, different assets that they put their money into. Like nobody, at least not anybody I know.
Under the mattress is a good one.
Yeah, and not everybody I know will put all their money into gold, all their money into silver, or all their money into Apple or IBM. Right. You got to diversify. So same thing goes with those cold wallets. Maybe have a couple. And so if you lose, $1,000 on this one, you still got, 90,000 on, the other 90 wallets or whatever else.
90,000.
Yeah.
That's a lot of wallets.
That's a lot of wallet. That's good living.
That's only 90 wallets.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
90 wallets. I can't find my keys.
At least it's diversified. But if you collect the coins, like we're about to show people,
sure,
then it's kind of you can put them on the display case. You do all kinds of things. Put them on a like collectible. Kind of like we used to collect our baseball cards with little sleeves. You have all the sleeves. Or geeks like me, I collected coins. So I put all my coins in nice little protective little cases.
Pogs.
No, like real coins, like half dollars and
real silver dollars.
Yeah. Yeah, Susan B. Anthony's, all those things.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Nice. You are a geek. That's kind of geeky.
I'm still a geek.
Tell me you collect stamps.
I own a podcast studio.
If you collect stamps, we're over today. The show's done. Because we're going to do 10 minutes afterwards.
No stamp collecting.
All right, guys. So I'm going to wrap everything up here.
What a great show.
Okay, thanks so much,
We
guys.
learned a lot. Goodbye, everybody.
As we go out, tell everybody how to find you.
Right.
So if you would like to learn more about crypto, you can visit me on www.spacecoastcryptoconsulting.com. And you can also find me on YouTube at CryptoWave Podcast and Twitter and Facebook.
And our Facebook page.
Yes.
Bye, everybody.
Page.
Have a good week.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
That's right.
And check out all of our links down below in the comments.
And stay away from my bank account. Bye.
Bye-bye.